Painting of fears. Fears. Painting. Fears. Start the show. Yeah! Woo! You're fired! What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Fears. Coffee first. In my ghost face cup. Ah, yummy. I haven't used the ghost face cup in quite a while, so I thought I would use it. All right, guys. Well, how art is thou? Thouest is doing glorious in thy own kingdom. Well, it's March. Bam! Officially, how many days do we have until St. Patrick's Day? Well, let me have a look. We have, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10 days until St. Patrick's Day. So that means that every day, Fears is going to wear some type of green shirt leading up to St. Patrick's Day. So you guys should wear your green shirts too. All right, well, we've got a hell of a lot of things to talk about. I got a hell of a show for you. A lot of delicious jams and jellies, a lot of updates, a lot of thrills, chills, spills, kills, dills, everything. So anyway, let's see the weather. The weather, it's been nice today. It's kind of windy out. The sun's out. It's been fantastic. All right, in New York City, it is 49 degrees with a high of 53, lowest of 33. In Hull, England, it is 53 degrees with a high of 60 with a low of 40. Orlando, Florida, 69 with a highest of 70, lowest of 51. In Los Angeles, California, it is 51, highest 53, lowest is 44. In Wentzville, Missouri, we're rocking at 40 degrees with a high of 42 with a low of 22. In St. Louis, Missouri, we are at 49 degrees with a highest of 48 and with a lowest of 29, guys. And then in my town, which I'm not going to tell you guys, we got 68 degrees with a high of 69 and a low of 55. So that's not too bad. So, little windy out, but the sun's been out all day. No rain. No rain. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I may add one in here. In this weather app, you can always add, I forgot how you add them, but I may add London, because I've got some family that lives in London. And let me see if I can write in London. I think that's how you add it in. So, L-O-N, let's see, L-O-N... There it is, London, England. There we are. So I just added it in, I believe. And then I think you have to save it. There we are. I may have to add it in on my phone, because I don't know if there's a way to save it. Let's see here. Let's see, and then I believe it's in there. And then let me see. Let me click on my town. No, that didn't add it in. There's a way. Now let me see if I can close it, and then I'll open it up back up. I think I have to add it on my phone, and then it syncs up with this. Yeah, I think that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do, because it's not I've got all the others ones saved. I think you have to save it first on your phone, and then since I have my phone synced up to my laptop, so I'm gonna have to do it on my phone. But it will be synced up tomorrow. I thought you could add it on your laptop, but apparently not, because I just tried to do it. And I got New York, and I've got Hull, England, I've got Orlando, and I've got my town, and I've got Los Angeles, and I've got Wentzville, and I've got Missouri. Because I also would like to add in O'Fallon, Missouri, because anywhere I go, I like to put the weather in. So I've been to O'Fallon, so I would love to put O'Fallon, St. Peter's in there, you know, St. Charles, because I've been to all those towns are near Wentzville. So I'm going to have to put all those in on my phone. So don't worry, though. I'll get it, though. Anyway, what's up? How you guys doing? What do you guys think of the new? Let the shenanigans begin. So what does that mean? Well, that means now that Ash Wednesday is done, now we're moving right along to the St. Patrick's Day thumbnails. So it'll be all St. Patrick's Day thumbnails, except for my dad's birthday. I will not be streaming on March 14th. It'll just be too emotional to stream on that day because it's my dad's birthday. But I'll probably honor my dad on the 13th, and it won't be as emotional. So I'll probably, on the 13th, I'll probably put a happy 68th birthday thumbnail up. By the way, healthy snack today. Got some strawberries. Oh, yeah. They're pretty good. I've been eating a lot of fruit and vegetables. Trying to stay healthy. Today's thumbnail, I did, obviously, a pot of gold with a rainbow. You know, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, laddie. That's right. I can do a little bit of a Scottish accent. I can do a little bit of an Irish accent. On St. Patrick's Day, that's right, I'll be pulling out those Leprechaun movies. Because those I've watched before, but I have not put them in my movie app yet. So I need to do that. So anyway, yeah. Let's see, what else? You know what? I always forget to grab these, and I always have to stretch and grab them, so I apologize. All right, so this weekend, I may go back to the fair on Friday because the owner of the Blockbuster Experience and the owner of the last Blockbuster in the entire world, her name is Sandy, and they said, you gotta totally come and meet Sandy on Friday, which is tomorrow. So I may be going to the fairgrounds again to meet Sandy, do the Blockbuster Experience yet again for Pardusage. Maybe I can get an interview with her. And then on Sunday, we got the South Florida Collectors Fest, March 9th. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't think I've ever been to that one. I don't think. Maybe if I have, then I've forgotten about it. But yeah. By the way, Walter wrote me, and Walter said, Fears, I'm sending you some fan mail. Now, here's the thing. I cannot lie to you guys. You guys know I am a terrible, 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 terrible fucking liar. So, I'm going to just say it right here, right now. Some of Walter's is fan mail. Some of it, I actually bought a movie prop off of Walter. I actually bought 2 movie props off of Walter. So, that stuff will not be fan mail, but Walter said, hey, Fears, since I'm sending you some fan mail anyway, why don't I just put the stuff in that you bought from me in the box? And I said, okay, that sounds good. So, most of it is fan mail. Most of it. Most of it is fan mail. Except for those 2 items. So, yeah. Speaking of fan mail, guys, if you guys want to send Fears a letter or something to unbox, send Fears a collectible, send Fears a movie prop, send Fears something to unbox, send Fears a fan letter. 16745 Kagan's Crossing Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, biatch. And send it to Claremont, Florida 34714. There we are. All right. By the way, I have crossed a few things off the list. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So the other day I watched, I'm sorry, I have not watched Okra yet. Okra is right here. I plan to watch it tonight, but I scratched off the list, and I watched Scanners 1. I still got to get Scanners 2 and Scanners 3, but right down here, So everything that's scratched off, we're getting there. We're definitely making some progress. So yeah. All right. Here we are. Today's topics are, I got a nerd haul. I've been out and about. I've been up since, let's see, I got off of work. Work was really good. Only had 37,000, so not too bad. Not too much, not too little. Came home. Immediately, I made some coffee. I made 2 strips of bacon, 2 strips of egg, 2 slices of toast, and I made it into like a little sandwich, ate it, had a little nap, got up, went grocery shopping, went to the post office to mail something off. I went to Goodwill, but you know what? They are slacking. They are slacking on the movies. So no movies at Goodwill. So I'm going to give it about a week or two before I go back to Goodwill. And then when I was grocery shopping at Walmart, I got a nerd haul. Came back, had some lunch. On the way back, before I ate lunch, I checked the fan mail today. No fan mail today, but so there's that. But it is coming. And then when I was at Walmart, I had a couple things to put into frames, as you can tell. Vision sent me this. I've been dying to get this in a frame, so I bought a whole bunch of frames at Walmart. So I put that in a frame, whenever me and Randall went and met her. I bought this Ghostbuster wall art at Atomic Horror like 2 months ago. Or wait, no. I think it was even longer than that. Oh yeah, it was. Whenever Eric. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was before Eric. So this has been out of a frame. So far I've been to Atomic Horror 4 times. Once by myself, once with Eric, once with Randy, I believe, and then another time by myself. So that has not been in a frame since I bought that the very first time I went to Atomic Horror. So Atomic Horror, the #1, bought it. Then I went with Eric. Then I went with Randall. Then I just went by myself when I went to church last week because Atomic Horror is so close to my church. It's maybe 15 minutes away from my church. It's like way down in Orlando. That's where my church is. So yeah. So I put that in a frame. Then I finally put the thing that Visions painted for me. By the way, shout out to my friend Visions. Visions, thank you so much for painting that for me. Visions took a picture of me. I mean, look, that's pretty dead on. Pretty dead on. He even got the way my hair is combed. And he did a great job painting me. And he signed it right down there, Visions. Appreciate that, buddy. And then when I went to, I love space. Hang on, I don't want that to fall. I love space. So when I went to MegaCon, NASA gave me this really cool picture of all the stuff they're designing. They're designing commercial flights to the moon and commercial flights one day to Mars. All their rockets for all their new missions. And a brand new satellite system. So yeah. LSP launch service programs. So this is all of the new stuff they're working on right now. And I'm like, that's fucking badass. That is going in a frame and that's going on the wall. Now this is going to go in my bathroom with all the other Ghostbuster stuff that I have on the wall. This is going to go probably on the wall next to me and Rando's picture because he loves her so much. This is going to go on the wall next to my movie props. This, I haven't decided where I'm going to put it. I haven't decided where I'm going to put this. And then, of course, this is going to go right up there before you go into the kitchen, right next to Lord Vision's autograph. So, I just got to find a spot for this. I don't know where to put this. Maybe in my room, maybe out here somewhere. I don't really know. But I'll find a spot. I really will find a spot. And you guys know, I decorate my backdrop every single day. Something different. So, if I'm working on a project, as soon as I put these in frames, I was like, well, I'm just going to use those as my backdrop today. All right, so that was my introduction. So anyway, we got a nerd haul. I'm going to review 4 movies. We're going to talk about the new Disney things I want to do because I haven't went to Disney. So I'm either going to go to Disney this weekend, maybe on Saturday before I go to the convention. If not this Saturday, then next week sometime. And then after Disney, we're going to talk about some movie props because I recently purchased some. Yeah. And then in honor of St. Patrick's Day coming up, I thought I'd do a top 10. The top 10 green things. Anything that is green that I consider to be on the top 10 list, it's fucking going on. It's going on the list. I mean, a no-brainer. Slimer is green. So Slimer's going on the top 10 green things that we have. So there we are. All right, let's open up the Chizat. There we are. Anything that is green there we that go. I consider... Yo, we got 7 people watching. Nobody has chatted yet, but that's all right. I'm sure the chats will come in as we get going. Fierce salute you guys. I've had a glorious day today. I hope you guys have too. All right, bam! Let's start off things right. Let's start off with the nerd haul. Here we go. Fear's got a new movie. Bam! Kraken. He's a Marvel character. I'm sorry, not Kraken. Kraven, excuse me. I mispronounced that. Kraven. Kraven the Hunter. I thought it was cool. I read the back and I was like, that sounds pretty cool. Kraven the Hunter is an action-packed R-rated standalone story of how one of Marvel's most iconic villains came to be. Aaron Taylor Johnson portrays Kraven, a man whose complex relationship with his ruthless gangster father starts him down a path of vengeance with brutal consequences, motivating him to become not only the greatest hunter in the world, but also one of its most feared. Oh, nice. Nice! I like it. So there we are. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. There we are. All right. Now, what's next? And then Fear's got, this, Red One. You guys know I love Christmas. It's got Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's got Chris Evans. Hello, Captain America. I watched the trailer. I thought it was great. So I had to get it. So I hope this is not a piece of garbage because I watched the trailer. The trailer looks good. The trailer looks good. So we'll have to see. Yo, Visions! He says Kraven loads. Kraven loads. Hell yeah, man. I got it. Kraven the Hunter. Now, I don't know. They said he's one of the most evil villains in Marvel. I don't know who he's a villain to. So I'm going to have to look that up. Because I really don't know. I know some of the Marvel characters, but I don't know. But I read the back, and I was like, dude, check out his fucking knife too, Visions. That fucking knife is going ballistic. That knife is going fucking nuts. So, yeah. And then she's got like a fucking I don't know. She's got like a bow and arrow machine gun. A bow and arrow machine gun. And this guy's got this fucking like massive like Rambo knife. So, and he's got all these fucking weapons. So it kind of reminds me of like Donnie Dust off of TikTok. That guy I showed you, Visions, that takes all those rocks and like chips away at them, you know, to make all those fucking knives. He's my favorite TikToker of all time, man. So it's a mixture of him and then every bad guy in Marvel. And I was like, I gotta fucking find out who this bad guy in Marvel is, because I've heard of his name. I just don't know who he's a villain to. So, yeah. And then you guys know I love Christmas. I just couldn't resist Red One. It's got Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Not only is he one of my favorite wrestlers, but he's a great actor. He's a great wrestler, and he's a great actor. And J.K. Simmons, you know, he was in Spider-Man, you know. And I don't know this woman. Oh, Lucy, I think she's Chinese. Hopefully I say her name right. Lucy Liu, I don't know who she is. but it's got Chris Evans in it. Chris Evans. That is LC's favorite Marvel character of all time. Motherfucking Captain America. I like Captain America too, but you guys know me. If I had to pick two of my favorite DC characters and two of my favorite Marvel characters, DC, Superman, and then probably the Punisher. I like Batman, but I think Punisher's more of a badass than Batman. But if I had to pick three, it would go in this order. Superman, Punisher, Batman. If I had to pick three on Marvel, probably fucking... Let's see. Marvel, Iron Man, Captain America, and probably... God, there's so many good ones. Captain America... I'm sorry. Iron Man first, because Tony Stark is fucking bitching, man. So Tony Stark / Iron Man, Captain America, and probably the Hulk. Probably the Hulk. So yeah, I got these. So yeah. Yeah. By the way, Visions, thank you so much for that, my friend. That was a very nice painting. I'm glad that you liked my autograph that I sent you. I mean, he got it pretty spot on. Vision, I know you don't like when I talk about you a lot, so I'll keep it short. Visions literally just took a photo of me. Literally just took a photo, put it like that, and then with all of his extra ink, he said, "Fears, all the extra ink I just pour into this." I think it was a pickle jar that you said, Visions, a pickle jar. And you can't use that ink anymore because all the extra, like all the white ink and the purple and the black, it all gets mixed together and you can't use it. And Visions just took a paintbrush, took the ink, and painted that. And you got it pretty spot on, Visions. Even how my hair is. I'll cherish it forever, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And that's the very first time people have sent me artwork. Like, that one guy did a picture of me and Fears Man. You know, I have my arm around Fears Man, and it's up on the wall. My friend made an AI photo, which is on the wall. The very first AI photo ever of Fears Man is on the wall. Then that one girl, she took my photo off of my Facebook, and she said, "Fears, I'm not going to tell you which photo, but I took a photo off your Facebook." And she goes, "I didn't steal it. I hope you don't mind." I said, "No, you're good." And she gave, and she said, "I just opened up your Facebook. I didn't even grab a thumbnail. I just looked at it." I went, "Okay." And she painted that painting right over there, and then I just blew it up. So she painted me a very tiny one. I have the original. The original is the one that's sitting right next to my dad. You know, on my dad's little shrine. You know, so that little one is the original, and that one I took that painting. And I had them blown it up. I took a picture of it, and I had them blown it up. And that's on that wall. But the original is right next to my dad. Because my dad loved Fears Man. So, yeah. But no one has ever painted a portrait of my face. So, I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Yo! Bo Seamus! He says, "I bet you know who Lucy Liu is." I don't think so. Well, I mean, what has she been in? Her face kind of looks... You know what? Let me just look her up. Her face kind of looks familiar. Hang on, let me go to Google. Lucy, I probably do. Hang on, let me look it up. Oh yeah, I know who. Yeah, now I know. There was a bigger picture. That picture of her was so tiny, but as soon as I went to Google Bo Seamus, I wrote in Lucy Liu photos, hit photos or images, and it was right there. Yeah. She's pretty cute. Pretty cute. Nice. Oh, and she was in Kill Bill. Nice. And she was in Charlie's Angels. Damn, I didn't know that. Okay. Nice. Well, way to go. Vision says, I'll always remember J.K. Simmons for Oz. He did pretty good on that, too. Now, I'll be honest, Visions. I haven't seen all of Oz, but I've seen a little bit of it. I need to go turn on my fan. It's a little hot outside, which it's making hot in here. I'm going to go turn on my fan. I'll be right back. Just go ahead and study my hat. I'll be right back. And I need to use the restroom, too, so give me 1 second. All right. There we go. Now it's nice and cool in here. I got the fan going. All right. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it gets hot in here, you know? I mean, I've got the AC going, but sometimes it gets a little hot outside, and I either have to turn the air down a little bit or turn the fan on. I'm not turning the air down anymore because I don't want the, I don't want the bills, skyrocketing through the air, my friends. So, yeah. I hope everybody's having a good day. I've had a pretty good day so far. So, yeah. Yeah. I did know her, though. It just took me a minute, Bo Seamus. It took me a minute. But, yeah. Plus, whenever I'm drinking coffee, it gets a little hot in there, too. But I'm all good now. By the way, I haven't used it in a while. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Ghostface, I read online, a lot of people that died from Part 5 are coming back for Part 7. So it may be a prequel. So it may be like Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, then Part 7, then Part 5, then Part 6. I read it online somewhere. They said they're bringing Dewey back. And I was like, well, how can they bring Dewey back? He got killed in number 5. But if they do a prequel, then he could come back. So, a prequel to number 5. So, we'll see. I hated, well, hate's a strong word. I strongly disliked that they killed Dewey off. Dewey's like one of the fucking legendary heroes. He's the legend. You don't fucking kill off a legend, motherfucker. It's fucking Hollywood, though. Oh, my God. When will they learn? I don't get it. I don't get it. You don't kill a fucking legendary character off. That's why they've never been able to kill. That's why Michael Myers is still around. You can shoot him, stab him, hang him, drown him in a lake. You cannot kill Michael. Hell, they've done more shit to Jason than Michael. They've actually blown Jason up. In number 9, they actually blew his body up. And then he got reincarnated and then came back. And then they blew his body up again in Part 10. And then all of his pieces were on that nanite table. And then he became Uber Jason. With the massive long metal machete with the metal hockey mask. And he was like half metal, half he had his mechanic suit on like Michael Myers. You cannot kill that motherfucker. So Hollywood, listen up. You don't kill off a fucking legendary character. You just don't. Anyway, let's continue on with the Nerd Hall. All right. Another Lego build. Now, I've already done this one. I know what you're thinking. I've already done this one. But I loved doing this one and this so much. I rebought it. And I thought, well, I've already got a space shuttle. And the reason why I got the space shuttle is because I went to space camp when I was 15. I've loved space ever since I was 5 years old. I rebought it again because I want to build and keep it together. I want to build the astronaut. So, I'm planning to rebuild all 3 for more content. So, I'm going to build this again. I'm going to build this again. And then this will be last. And then I'll keep the astronaut all together. That's a better version of him. So, that's the reason why I got that again. Plus, it was super cheap to buy it again. It was like $7. I shit you not. I'm running out of room here. There we go. By the way, I uploaded my new movie prop, You're Fired, on my Facebook. Tons of my friends and my family were like, well, one, Fears, that's fucking awesome. Two, where the fuck did you get that? I said, well, I actually got it. I said, I didn't buy it. I said, someone gave it to me. I said, I went to the Blockbuster event, and there was movie props all sitting on this table. I should have grabbed a better movie prop than that, but because they had Marty's wallet, the red one, the red Velcro one. They had a plutonium reactor there. They had Mr. Fusion there. I think they had a hoverboard there, I think. But the reason why I grabbed that is that's one of my favorite scenes out of Back to the Future 2. Fired! No, I can't be fired! Read my facts! You're fired, bitch! And the lady's like, oh, I got a couple of copies in this file folder. And she opened up this filing cabinet or this... She was behind the bar, and I don't know if it was a filing cabinet. I can't remember. It was a classic Fears memory. I know she was behind a bar, and she said, oh, well, I made extra copies because what if somebody wants to take one like you, or what if it gets ripped? If it gets ripped, I can just put it down. And I was like, oh, so it's cool that I take one? And she was like, oh, have at it. I was like, oh, sweet. So I'm going to hang this up. So this is going up above the wall near the props. Visions, this is going up right by your autograph. This is going in the bathroom with all of my other Ghostbuster artwork. I just don't know where to put this. Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to go right by Randall's photo in my bedroom. Because whenever Randall comes over, I'm like, hey, Randall, you know the picture that Visions made of us, of Spock and Kirk? Yeah, and then I said, remember the one where we went and had lunch and I took our photo and I bought the photo? Well, I'm going to put it probably right above those two photos hanging on the wall. This, I don't know where to put. So this is either going to go somewhere out here on the wall or maybe somewhere, maybe in the hallway or maybe in my bedroom. But I know where all this shit's going. I don't know where that's going, but I definitely will find a spot. So, yeah. Big rocket launch tonight. Launch window opens at 6:30. Oh, nice. Nice. Now, clarify something for me, Bo Seamus. Why are they, I'll just look it up. Hang on. Because I'm curious why they're launching a rocket. Hang on. Let's find it. Let's see. Rocket launch at 6:30 today. All right, well, actually, I should say 6:30 p.m. Because if I said 6:30, they may think it's like the morning. So 6:30 p.m. Let's see what Google says. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Launch schedule. Here we go. A regular updated list of planned orbital missions from spaceports around the globe. Let's see here. March 6th. Starship Flight 8. SpaceX will launch its 8th orbital flight test of its fully integrated Starship rocket, a combination of the ship upper stage and the Super Heavy booster. SpaceX will attempt to catch the Super Heavy booster using the chopsticks of the launch tower. The ship upper stage will perform a soft splashdown in the Indian Ocean. Nice. Well, that's cool. It's pretty cool. Man, I love space, Bo Seamus. I have loved space ever since, probably even before I was 5. Probably when I was 4 or 5, that's when the interest. Because nobody knows what the fuck's out there. We know a little bit of what's out there, but there's still a lot. There's still a lot more to go. You know, I mean, is there a galaxy and then another galaxy and another galaxy and is it fucking endless galaxies out there, or does the galaxy stop after a certain point, or is it just after all the galaxies? It's just fucking black space and there's nothing else? Nobody really fucking knows. That's why we're trying to figure it out, you know? How was the galaxy made? How was the universe made? Nobody knows. We have ideas, we have theories, you know, shit like that, but they'll probably never figure out all this stuff. They'll probably figure it all out way after I'm dead, but just like my dad said, I don't know when he said it, but he said, hey, John, how cool would it be? He goes, so when I was young, I got to see somebody land on the moon. And I was like, yeah, Dad, that's cool. I'm like, I saw a video of it. I said, you actually got to see it live on television. And I asked my dad, I said, where were you? He goes, I was just at home with your mother. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That was before my dad met my mom, excuse me. He said I was at home. I think he said I was with home. I think, yeah, this was before he went off to the military. So he would have been at home with my grandpa Fears and my grandma Fears. So before he moved out, that's right. I misspoke. I apologize. He said, I came home, I think he said something like, I came home from school and I was still living. He goes, it was me and my sister and your grandma and your grandpa and your grandfather turned on the TV and we all sat down and watched it. And I was like, that's fucking cool. And then my dad said, wouldn't it be cool someday before you died, John, they fucking land on another planet like Mars? And I was like, yeah, that would be beyond belief fucking cool, Dad. Because we've been to outer space. We've had a man orbit. We've had a monkey in space. We built the International Space Station. They've sent animals up on the International Space Station. We've had humans in the International Space Station. We've had people land on the moon many times, but no one has ever stepped foot on another fucking planet. For the sake of my dad, I said, Dad, I really hope I get to see that before I die. I mean, it's achievable. It's probably going to take forever for it to happen, but I hope I get to see it before I die, because that would be fucking cool. That'd be amazing. Epic. All right, let me close Google because I can't see your guys' comments. I don't want to get too far behind on the chat, so I've got like 9 windows open, so give me 1 second. I've got 9 windows open. There we go. I'm just closing all these. Yo! N4, he says, yo, Fears, man. What's up? It's a test of Starship, the biggest rocket ever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just read it. It sounds interesting about Seamus. The rocket might be taking us to Mars. Well, I hope. That would be fucking great. Just like I was saying. But first, it's cool for 2 reasons. One, like Bo Seamus said, that's the biggest fucking rocket in space and on this planet. So that's coolness number 1. Coolness number 2 is what Bo Seamus just said. It may take us to fucking Mars. Enough said. That's fucking amazing. Epic. Going nuts. I love it. That's what's up, man. That is what's up, dude. I hope it happens. Bo Seamus, you have no idea. I mean, first of all, like, if Fears ever got to go to space, I would be shitting my pants the whole way, but I definitely would go. If they're like, hey, Fears, you want to be the first YouTuber to go to the International Space Station and just kind of float around in there? Oh, yeah, I'd do it. And you know what I'd do? I would call my mom up and be like, Mom, I need a favor. And my mom would probably think I'm nuts. You guys would understand, but my mom would be like, are you serious, Fears? I'd be like, I'm dead serious. I'd be like, Mom, I'm going to space. I need a favor. And she'd be like, well, what? I'd be like, I need you to make me a yellow cape. And I said, buy like a blue spandex suit. Put an F on it. Give me a belt. Give me some spandex pants. I would buy some yellow Converse shoes with some yellow socks. And I would be Fears Man up in the... And I would like get in there, you know? And I would just like I would put my feet up against the wall. And I'd fucking push off the wall and I'd do one of those. And Fears would be Fears Man flying through the air. And I would fucking film the shit out of it. You guys know I would. Don't think I wouldn't. Oh, I would. And I guarantee you my mom's response would be like, are you serious? You really want to do that? I'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because no one's ever vlogged in space. I would have to do it. Now, except for people at NASA have filmed with GoPros and film stuff, and they've uploaded it, because I follow the NASA YouTube channel. They don't really count, though, because that's their job. I'm talking about just a normal YouTuber. Oh, yeah, I'd fucking go. I'd be scared shitless going all the way up. But you know the Fears man would do it. I would just pack extra underwear. Because after that flight, I'd be like, I need a new pair of underwear. And, dude, how great would it be? Cronesing it up in space. Oh, yeah. Cronesing it up. I would destroy that fucking toilet, man. I'd be like, well, I crones it up on Earth. I gotta crones it up in motherfucking space. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But the main mission would be to fly like Fears Man in a zero gravity environment. That would be fucking great. And I would film the shit out of everything. They'd be like, oh, no, you can't film it. Bullshit. I'm filming everything. I'm filming everything. So, yeah. All right, what's next? Fear's got a new Hawaiian shirt. Not that I needed any, but I did. But, LC, this is for you, buddy. I got a Captain America Hawaiian shirt. Oh, yeah. That's pretty awesome. So I'll probably wear this to the next convention I go to. So that's pretty cool. There it is. Well, anyway. So yeah. Been a pretty good day. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys have had a good day so far. Seamus, good day, yay or nay? Visions, good day, yay or nay? And 4, what do you think? Yeah. Yeah, Visions, I'm really excited to watch this. Because he kind of reminds me of that guy, Donnie Dust, on TikTok that, like, takes all those rocks and, like, makes all these kick-ass knives. But I'm going to Google right now. It says that he's one of the most, what does it say? It says, Marvel's most iconic villain of all time. So, I don't know. I know he's a villain, but I don't know who is he a villain to? Like, which superhero is he a villain to? So I need to, let me Google this. Kraven the Hunter. Because, I mean, that's fucking cool. Like, for every good superhero, you have to have a good fucking villain. Batman, Joker. Batman, Penguin. Superman, Lex Luthor. The list goes on and on. The Fantastic Four, motherfucking Doctor Doom. It goes on and on and on. So there you are. All right. Who is... Let's see. Who is Kraven the Hunter a villain to? Let's see. He says, he is one of Spider-Man's oldest and most enduring villains of all time. An enemy to many other heroes such as Black Panther, Kazar, Deadpool, Venom, and the X-Men group. Oh! Well, so he's not just one villain to Spider-Man. Because right when they said Spider-Man, I was like, well, that makes sense. Spider-Man is, like, an amazing hero. He's an amazing hero, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, but is he just Spider-Man's villain? And it says this, it says, he's one of Spider-Man's oldest and most enduring villains, but also an enemy to many other heroes such as Black Panther, Kazar, Deadpool, Venom, and Venom is a villain in itself. So Kraven the Hunter is actually a worser villain than Venom, because Venom is already a villain, and then the X-Men, like every X-Men, he's got something against every X-Men. That's fucking cool. I cannot wait to watch it. I may watch it tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I've got many other things to watch on the watch list, my friends. But I did watch these. So I watched this the other day, and then last night I watched this documentary of the last blockbuster. There's only one left, and it's in Bend, Oregon, so I watched this. And then I watched Speed 2. So I watched Speed 2 and this last night, and then I watched this the day before. So yeah. And then the fourth one, I watched the making of Speed 2, and I found it on my movie app, so they considered it a movie. So I added, if whatever movie I watch and they say it's a movie, that just means more movies I can add to that app. I think so far I've reviewed 262. I'm gonna have to check. I may grab my phone by the end of. I left my phone in my bedroom, so I'm gonna have to maybe at the end of the stream grab it. It's either 260 or 262 that I've watched so far, and that I've cataloged, and that I've reviewed for you guys and for the app. Because I honestly don't know between that, this, and more movies in my bedroom how many I actually have. So at the end of my life, it'll be nice to see how many, one, that I own, and two, how many I've watched. So yeah. Let's hope I make it to all of them. All right, let's see. Bo Sheamus says, it's a Lantern stream day. Of course it's a good... Oh, that's right. That's right. So I will make my appearance later on. I think I called Lantern last night. I think he's going at 9:30, 10 o'clock, he said, tonight. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's right. Vision says, I'm just starting my day out with a Spam, egg, and cheese sandwich. Nice. That sounds good. And a hot cup of Joe. Oh, hell yeah. I understand. You're watching Fears, your buddy, your pal. I'm always going nuts, going ballistic, drinking my coffee. So why not? So am I. I'm drinking a nice cup of Joe in my nice horror movie Ghostface cup. Like this. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. You know what? I should have grabbed the Ghostface mask and put it over there. But the Ghostface mask has been behind me, a zillion times. And I just put all these in frames today. So I was like, fuck the Ghostface mask today. I'm like, I'll put those up. But at some point, I will put the Ghostface mask behind me. Because we have many more streams to go, my friends. Yep, now we're talking. And someday, I'm going to go visit. Someday, I'm going to go to Bend, Oregon. I don't know when. Maybe this year. Maybe next year. Maybe the year after. I don't know. I have got to go visit the last Blockbuster. One, for nostalgic purposes. Two, it would make a great fucking travel vlog. And I already looked up tickets to Oregon. Not that expensive. Not that expensive. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. From 9,000 locations just to one. It's kind of cool. Her name is Sandy. Sandy is the owner of the last Blockbuster. But it's kind of sad because everyone loved Blockbuster from back in the day. I think I'm going to go to the fair tomorrow. They said that Sandy is flying in tomorrow to be at the Blockbuster experience because the Blockbuster experience goes all through this week and this weekend. And they loved my positive and going nuts energy. They're like, Fears, you should totally come back on Friday. And they said, you already bought this. They said, you should come, meet Sandy, have her sign your Blu-ray, because she's in the film. She's in it a lot, actually. And I went, that's a fantastic idea. And I've been keeping all my signed, autographed movies on that windowsill. So the people that made Back to the Future, Back in Time, how they restored the time machine to proper working order because it was going kind of crappy. And then all the proceeds of that documentary go to the Michael J. Fox Foundation. I donated, by the way, whenever I bought that. And then Salute Your Shorts, I had the guy that played Donkey Lips. He signed it after I met him. And I bought that off his table. And then whenever I met Steve-O, he signed those. So as soon as I get this signed, it's going to go on the windowsill. So hell yeah. Because I don't want to sign it and then put it in and, have the ink, scratch off. So yeah. So if I ever want to watch this documentary again, which I probably will because it was a good documentary. Visions, I know you and your girlfriend like documentaries. You guys got to watch this. It was good. Damn good. And it wasn't that much. When I went to the Blockbuster experience, I want to say it was like, I think it was $10 for this Blu-ray. And then she's like, you'll like it, Fear. She's like, did you like going to Blockbuster when you were a kid with mom and dad and your brother? I went, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, that's an understatement. She goes, oh, then you'll love this documentary they made about me and my family owning the very last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon. And I was like, okay. I even looked it up. So if I ever go to Oregon, I would probably fly into Portland, rent a car. It's only a 3-hour drive to Bend, Oregon. Stay in a hotel in Bend, Oregon, and then wake up the next day, get some footage, go in, film it, go nuts like I always do, and then get out, drive back to the airport, and then come on home. So there we are. Because one of these days, Visions, you know, I'm going to go and check out the last Blockbuster, either by myself or if you want to come, that'd be cool. And then another trip, I'm going to go hang out with Visions, and oh man, we're going to check out those Kindergarten Cop movie locations. I'm going to go check out those Goonie locations and then just hang out with Lord Visions. That'd be cool. And then you'll finally get to see the Idiots movie, because I'll bring the Idiots movie, Visions. Nobody else is, well, correction, you guys have seen a couple of scenes because I played it on here, on my TV, but Visions will be the first person to see it in its entirety. So hell yeah, buddy. So let's see, what are you eating? A Spam, egg, and cheese sandwich. That sounds good. Sounds good. Vision says that's true, Bo Seamus. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anytime we're streaming with Lord Lantern, I'm gonna give it a big thumbs up. Big thumbs up. All right. Time for a top 10. There we are. And I'm gonna be mailing this to Lantern, so I'm gonna put one of my stickers on here. How I gave the first book to Visions. I put a sticker on there, and then I wrote on the sticker Top 10 book volume 1 or something like that. So I will put a sticker that says subscribe to Fears, and then I'll write Top 10 book volume 2, and I'll mail it to Lantern, because I know Lantern will appreciate it, just like how Visions appreciated it. The third one, I'm thinking I may mail it either to, I may give it to LC, or I may give it to Tommy NC 2010. I don't know. We haven't got that far yet, because I still got a couple pages left in here, so. There we are. All right. Oh, man. I'm a little tired. Well, before I go into work tonight, another little napo. Let's see. Bo Seamus says, I'm excited to see what Visions got Lantern on the stream. Oh, really? You got him something else. Nice. Nice. Well, I remember you got him the belly button, what are those things called? Don't tell me. The belly button, it's not a knapsack. It's a, fanny pack. Fanny pack. I knew you got him that. But you got him something new. Nice. Well, thank you for telling me that, Bo Seamus, because now I'm excited. Because I thought the belly button, fanny pack was awesome and hilarious. We had Lantern running around his house, and he had a belly button bag on his belly button. So there you go. I mean, that's hilarious. Well, now I'm excited. Oh, yeah. This is going to be cool. All right. All right, here we go. Top 10. In honor of St. Patrick's Day is coming up, you guys. I decided to do the top 10 things that are green that I think are the most epic things. So top 10 green things. And I've got my green shirt on, and I will be wearing my green shirts until St. Patrick's. Well, until the day of St. Patrick's Day, and then right after. Let's see. What else do we have after St. Patrick's Day? Let's see here. Let me check my calendar. Well, right before St. Patrick's Day, we got my dad's birthday. I won't be streaming on the 14th because I'll be too emotional, but maybe I can honor my dad whenever I stream on the 13th. So every day will be a St. Patrick's Day thumbnail except for the 13th, because I'll put my dad's real birthday is on the 14th, but I know for a fact I'll be too emotional to stream on that day, so maybe I can honor my dad's birthday on the 13th, and I'll just put a little thumbnail that says happy 68th birthday, Dad, or something like that. So instead of streaming on the 14th, I'm going to honor my dad by watching as many movies as I can that my dad liked. So that means, if not all the Predators, because even though my dad didn't get to see number 5, probably like me, he would like it, but it wouldn't be his favorite. His 2 favorites, for damn sure, was Predator 1 and Predator 2. He liked Predators, and he liked Alien versus Predators. I remember him saying Alien versus Predator 1 was good. He goes, the second one was eh. And I was like, did you still like it, Dad? And he was like, yeah, I liked it, but number 1 was way better. And I was like, fair enough. So I'll probably watch those Predator movies. I know for a fact he liked all the Rambos, so I'll watch as many Rambos as I can. I know for a fact he loved all the RoboCops, and he loved some of the Superman movies, not all of them. So I'll watch some of the Supermans. And my dad liked Batman, Batman 1 and Batman Returns. He didn't really care for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, because then they started getting too silly. I liked Batman Forever because I fucking love the Riddler. The Riddler, Jim Carrey's Riddler, is fucking great. And I got to see pretty much every Batmobile at the Deserland car auto show. I mean, that building. I went by myself. I went with Sam. I've been there a lot. By myself, with Sam, now with Eric, and then I took Randall there. So I've went 4 times. But me and Sam were the only ones that did both the car show and the James Bond museum that they have in there at the very back. So I wouldn't mind going back there again and doing a James Bond vlog just to the fucking James Bond shit. Because there's so much shit in there, it's fucking beyond belief. It's ridiculous. So yeah. So that's how I'm going to honor my dad. Watch as many movies on the 14th that I know he loved. I know he loved RoboCop. He loved the shit out of Rambo. He loved the shit out of the Terminator movies. He didn't watch all. I think he got to watch... I know he passed away before number 6. So he watched Terminator 1, 2, 3. I think the 4th one, Terminator Salvation, was the last one he got to watch because he started getting really, really, really sick around the 5th one, Terminator Genesis. I don't think he saw that. And I know for a fact they made Terminator 6, Dark Fate, after he died. So I'll watch some of the Terminators. But yeah, I'll see how many movies I can get through. But I made a list on my computer. I'm like, my dad liked this, my dad liked that. I know my dad liked that movie. He watched this, he watched that. So they're not all action. I even wrote down some comedies. My dad, in fact, did like Ghostbusters. Not as much as me, but he did like Ghostbusters 1 and 2. And I think that's the only ones he saw. He didn't watch the 2016 one with the girls, because why bother? I did, and it's fucking crap. And then I know for a fact he didn't watch Afterlife and Frozen Empire, because they made those, I believe, after he passed away. But he liked Ghostbusters 1 and 2, because I asked him. I was like, did you like it? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I like Ghostbusters. And then he pointed at me and said, not as much as you, John. He goes, but I like them. And I was like, well, that's cool. So I'll watch those, and then I'll also watch some television shows. I'll probably watch some Trek. He loved Trek. I'll probably watch some Star Wars films because he liked Star Wars. And he loved Knight Rider and MacGyver like I do. My dad got me into Knight Rider and MacGyver and Star Trek The Next Generation. And then he showed me the old ones. So I'll be doing a lot of watching on the 14th, my friends. I'll make a list, though. Because then on the 14th, I'm sorry, not on the 14th, on the 15th, because I'm not going to stream on the 14th. On the 15th, I'll tell you guys what I got through and what I watched in honor of my dad. Because you guys, I'm telling you, if I try to stream on the 14th, the waterworks, and I've cried on camera before. I'm comfortable, being a man, crying, but I don't want to cry on camera, and so yeah, it'll be too emotional. I kid you guys not. I've tried to stream on my dad's birthday before, and those are the times where I cried and you guys saw it, and I got a shitload of crap from the trolls. I don't want to go through all that shit. I know I won't be able to make it through it. That's why I'll probably honor my dad's birthday on the 13th. 14th, my mom, she was like, well, what are you going to do on your dad's birthday? I said, before I have to go into work, I'm going to watch as many of the movies that Dad liked. And I even called my mom and said, Mom, what else did Dad like? I said, I know he liked a lot, and I know mostly what he liked, but I said, give me some comedies. Throw out some other stuff. And my mom gave me a few others that I didn't even know about, and I'm going to try to get to. So, yeah. So we got my dad's birthday. Then we have, what's next? Then we have St. Patrick's Day. Then on April 1st, we've got April Fool's Day. That's coming up. Then we got Passover, Palm Sunday, Good Friday, Easter on the 20th of April, and then we've got Earth Day on the 22nd. I don't remember why we celebrate Earth Day. I can't remember what that's all about, but I'll have to look it up. So we got quite... And then we got my buddy Jesse's birthday on May 5th. So, yeah, I'll definitely celebrate my buddy's birthday. I've known Jesse forever. He's part of the Missouri group. He's turning 43. I think he's the oldest out of the group. I thought I was. He's the oldest. So, yeah, thank God I'm not 43 yet. So, yeah, lots to celebrate. Let's see here. It's going to be good, Seamus, right up your alley. Oh, I'm excited. Well, keep it a secret, Visions, because I'll be in there with everybody else, because usually I make an appearance. Lantern does. Visions. Both Seamus and Boo Khaki sometimes make appearances on the Lantern Show. Larry will definitely make an appearance. All the guys. So, yeah. All right. Let's get this top 10 going. Well, I'm excited. I am excited because Visions, you're quite creative. You're always coming up with stuff. I think there's only been one thing that I threw away that you sent me. You sent me some Carrie stickers, and I had no interest. Nothing against Carrie. And then you sent me some Pick Rob pictures. That pedophile guy. And I was like, I absolutely have no interest of taking that sticker and putting it with all my other stickers on, on the walls and on my movie prop shelf and the plastic containers in my room. So unfortunately, those two I threw away, Visions. But anything else you've sent me, I've kept. So yeah. N4 says, shout out to Uncle Terry and Dad Fears and Penny and Grandma Fears. Never forget. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you saying that. I really do. Thank you so much. I miss them all. I miss them all very much. Vision says 07. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, here we go. Top 10 green things. In honor of St. Patrick's Day. Right off the bat, I gotta go with Ghostbusters Slimer. Slimer is the definition of green. I'm looking at him right now. He's right over there. And he's got his mouth like all going like that. Slimer is green, so Slimer. I'm gonna go with my movie prop next. Ectoplasmic residue is green. So there you are. Ectoplasmic residue. I've got I've got one vial, and then I've got 2 jars. And so far, the guy that I got it off of, I said, does it ever rot? And he goes, no. He goes, as long as you keep it in the jar and don't play with it, he goes, it should last forever. And I was like, okay. I'm like, if I start to see it rotting in the jar, I'm gonna have to throw it away. And he was like, I doubt it, Fears. But he goes, just keep an eye on it. And I was like, I don't think it'll rot. But if it does, he goes, Fears, if it rots, then I'll just give you another one to replace the one that rotted. And I was like, okay, cool. Bo Sheamus says, I'm excited. Yeah, I can tell. You've said it twice now. Well, now you've sparked my interest. I mean, no offense, Visions. I don't know if you, well, this is Visions we're talking about. I was about to say, I don't know if you can top the belly button fanny pack. You know? But, you are quite hilarious, my friend. And you've made some ingenious things, like the sleepaway camp shirt that you made me. I was fucking rolling. I was on the ground fucking losing my shit. And that's one of the most funniest shirts you've ever made me. That, or when you took my Instagram message of the bung chung rung mung lung and put that on a white t-shirt, that was pretty good too. So I'm sure you can out-top yourself. I can't wait to see it. I don't know what it is, but we'll all find out. All right, here we go. So Slimer, ectoplasmic residue. Gotta go with Leprechaun. Leprechaun, he's green. Okay. Let's see. What else is... Christmas tree is green. I love green apples. I love green apples. So green apples. Let's see. Slimer, ectoplasmic residue, leprechaun, Christmas trees, green apples, 4-leaf clover. You can't forget that. That's one of the biggest symbols, you know. It's a blow-up Fears doll. Ah! I hope not. I really hope not. I hope not. Oh, my God. That would be weird. That would be really weird. I'd be like, I guess enjoy Lantern? What, you know? I wouldn't know what the fuck to say. I probably wouldn't even come on the show. I'd be too embarrassed. I hope not, Visions. I hope not. Oh, that's a good one. And for the Green Ranger. He is my favorite Green Ranger. I got to meet Jason David Frank not once, not twice, but 3 times before he passed away. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame that he committed suicide. I don't know why he would. That is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. He had a beautiful wife. He had kids. He had celebrity. He had fame. His fans fucking loved the shit out of him. He was an awesome superhero, the Green Ranger, then the White Ranger, then the Red Ranger, then the Black Ranger. But, you know, I could say the same thing about Robin Williams. He had all that and more, but depression is a son of a bitch. So it's a shame that he committed suicide. I'm going to put that one down, the Green Ranger. Salad, one of my favorite entrees to eat. I'm sorry, not entree, appetizer, excuse me. A good appetizer before your meal, a nice garden salad. Green garden salad. Fears, you need to do a green of the... Oh, no. I can't end for. Fears Man will always be blue and yellow. No green. Blue and yellow. Always for the Fears Man. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What else? What else is green? That's like epic. Those 8 are like pretty much the most epic things that's green and fears his life. I had him rolling. Vision says that sticky, icky, ooey, gooey. Do I even want to know what you're talking about? Shh. No, I don't. That's true. Brand consistency is important. Well, not just that. Those are Fierce Man's colors, you know? So, yeah. That's a good one, Visions. The Emerald City. I love Oz. I love the Wizard of Oz. That's a good one. I'm going to put that one down. The Emerald City. And I pretty much got every single Wizard of Oz. I've got the Wizard of Oz. I got Wicked. I wasn't too impressed with Wicked. Crap. Garbage. But because for my love of Wizard of Oz, I had to get it. Then you have the original. I've got the original. I've got Return to Oz, the second one. Then I've got the prequel, Oz the Great and Powerful. That one's good. The only one I don't have is they made a cartoon version of Oz. And Dan Aykroyd voiced the character of the Scarecrow. And then Jim Belushi, which was John Belushi's brother, or is John Belushi's brother, I believe he voiced either the Tin Man or the Lion. And then Martin Short voiced the villain in that movie. And it's a cartoon movie. And I haven't gotten it yet, but the key word is yet. So, yeah. So, the Emerald City. That was a good one, Visions. The Emerald City. Vision says, I was talking about the bomb cron. Oh! Well, I don't smoke weed, Visions. So, the minute you said, how about Emerald City? I immediately thought of that movie. But still, I'm going to write that one down because I love The Wizard of Oz. So, yeah. Bo Seamus says, Fear's blow-up doll would be... Oh. Bo Seamus, I know we're friends, but that kind of scares me. That kind of scares me. If that's right up your alley, wow. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all, buddy. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. All right, let's see. What else is green that Fears likes in his life? Let's see here. I would say the green crystal movie prop from Superman. So yeah, because I have that, the green crystal movie prop from Superman 1. Well, he uses it in all the old ones. He doesn't use it in Superman Returns with Brandon Routh, but he uses it in the Christopher Reeve movie, Superman 1, 2, and 4. He doesn't use it in 3, but he uses it in 1, 2, and 4. So yeah. So the green crystal movie prop from Superman 1, 2, and 3. That is a good one too, Visions. I've got some green kryptonite over there too. But yeah. All right. There's 10. That was good. There we go. Let's see. Bo Shema says, I got it. Don't even go there. It's a good day. This is true. This is true. I only throw them out when it's necessary. Well, yeah. All right. What's next? All right. Time for some movie reviews. Well, let's start with this. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was fantastic. So, The Last Blockbuster. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. I loved it. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Visions, I know you love documentaries. You've told me before. You and the old ball and chain, Mrs. Visions. Shh, don't tell her. I don't want her freaking out on you or me. Oh shit, she watches these. Well, there you are. She knows I'm joking. You gotta watch it. It's good. It's damn good. I loved it. And they filmed outside of the store, inside the store, around the store. Then they filmed at conventions, you know, with those little pop-up things, the one that I went to the other day. Awesome. Awesome. So, I highly recommend it. My two favorite scenes, any scene with them inside the last blockbuster. So, any scene inside the last store. And then, I couldn't believe it. They had, not just one cameo, not two cameos. They had a shitload of actual celebrities in this documentary telling about their love of Blockbuster. And they had shitloads of cameos. They had, and I'll just name three. They had Jamie Kennedy, you know, the guy that played Randy in Scream. Because Randy, before he gets killed in number 2, Randy, where did he work? In Scream 1, he worked at a Blockbuster. He did. So they had Jamie Kennedy in there. They had Kevin Smith, the guy that plays Silent Bob, and he's made all those clerk movies. Genius. He was in there. And then the third celebrity there was more than 3 celebrities. I'm just naming off 3 celebrities. The third one, what the fuck is that actor's name? Hang on. I don't remember this guy, but he's a comedian. He smokes a lot of weed, and he was on The Big Bang Theory. This guy. Do you guys know what his name is? That guy. That guy right there. I don't remember his name. Oh, look, there's Kevin Smith right there. I just cannot remember this guy. What's this guy's name right there? Can you see him? He's a big time comedian. He smokes a lot of weed, and he was on The Big Bang Theory, and he played Bert on The Big Bang Theory, and he was a geologist on The Big Bang Theory, and he was on there a lot. I just don't remember that fucker's name, but he's been in a lot of movies too. So, my second scene is all the celebrity cameos. And as soon as I get off of work tomorrow, I'm gonna come home, shower, shave, brush my teeth, get some lunch, and then bam, right to the fairgrounds to get this autographed by Sandy, who the owner of the store was in a lot. I'm going to get her little John Hancock on it and get some more footage of the experience. Even though I've already been through it, I'm going to get some more. That'll solidify. And I'm going to get her on camera. I'm going to get her on camera signing it. Because that would make the vlog too. Hell yeah. It's a shame though. 9,000 locations in the entire United States down to 1. But that's cool that Sandy's got the last one. And I don't care what it takes, whether it's this year, next year, the year after that. At some point, Fears is going to get on a plane. I'm going to stay in a hotel in Bend, Oregon for like a day or 2. I'm going to go buy something at the last Blockbuster, film inside it, go fucking nuts in there, and then get back on a plane and come back here and then tell you guys all about it. So, before I go to Hawaii for my vacation, I don't know when that's going to happen. I need to get away. I want to do... My mom was like, you need to take a vacation for yourself. You need to relax more. I said, well, I want to come visit you and my brother and dad and all that. She goes, that can wait. You need to go and do something by yourself. I do still plan on coming to visit my mom this year because I always try to be a good son and if not visit at least twice, at least once. So, and my buddy Eric called me the other day and he's like, Fears, my fucking nerd cave is almost done. The only thing that sucks about it is Eric is so private. If I asked him and begged him, Eric, you don't have to be on camera. Just let me film for the fans. Let me film your fucking nerd cave in the basement, he would not let me. Maybe he would let me take a photo, and I could show you guys the photo, but he's very private. Like, Eric only got a couple of scenes that he allowed me to put him in that big vlog when he came to visit me last year. And I'm surprised he even let me film those few little cameos, but I'll try. I'll try to get the basement nerd cave in there, because you guys have got to see it. Eric's got, you thought I have a lot of shit? Eric's collection blows mine out of the fucking water and then some. I'm not kidding. So yeah. All right, so those are my two favorite scenes. I love the fan interaction. They filmed a lot of fans talking about their experience in Blockbuster, and a lot of their experiences were the same as mine. On the weekend, Friday night, you get in the car. For all you younglings out there, you won't ever experience a Blockbuster experience, but Fears grew up. It was like a second home to Fears. Friday night, mom, dad, brother, Penny all hopped in the car. Penny stayed in the car, went to Blockbuster. I got to pick out a movie. My brother got to pick out a movie. My mom and dad picked out a movie. And then we were allowed to get one type of junk food. Fears would always get either Butterfingers, Nerd Candy, or Blockbuster popcorn. They had their own version of popcorn. And then my brother got Twizzlers, M&Ms, didn't matter which kind. And what was the other thing he got? Twizzlers, M&Ms, and he got, oh, I'm trying to remember. I know for a fact he loves Twizzlers, he loves M&Ms. What was the other thing? Oh, those Pepsi sticks. But I always got Butterfingers, Nerds, sometimes Skittles. I do like Skittles, sometimes Skittles. But normally it was either Blockbuster popcorn, Butterfingers, because I fucking love Butterfingers. Let's see. Hang on. Blockbuster popcorn, Nerds or Skittles, and then Butterfingers. Any of those. So, lots of fan interaction. Because that's what it's all about. Because the employees have their stories about working at Blockbuster. So I'm going to put down employee stories. But it's also the interactions of the fans. Because I wouldn't have went to that Blockbuster experience if I didn't love Blockbuster. I would have just looked at it and been like, oh yeah, that's cool. Right on. Yeah, that's a cool thing. Am I going to go to it? No. But because I like Blockbuster so much and it reminds me of good memories, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going. So yeah. So, a lot of fan interaction. Lots of cool employee stories. I almost worked at a Blockbuster if my buddy Eric wouldn't have got me the job at the car wash, where I just goofed off a lot and we just kind of hung out and made some tips, and then I got fired because I was being so goddamn lazy. But at least I redeemed myself. I went back a couple years later and said, hey, I need a job. And then the guy's like, well, Fears, if I rehire you, are you actually going to work this time? I said, yeah. I said, I was an idiot and I was immature, and I'm sorry I didn't do a good job the first time. And he goes, well, did you learn your lesson? I said, yeah. Because I've only gotten fired twice ever. Oh, wait. It's either twice or 3 times in my life, and it happened all when I was young. And now I appreciate my job, and I put 150% into my job. Because then people can depend on you. It helps pay bills, and you learn responsibility. But yeah. So yeah. Yo! Lantern, what's up? We tried calling you. Hang on, Lantern. Let me call you back. Well, I turned off my phone, Lantern, because I don't want anyone calling me during my shows. I always try to remember to turn off my phone, because you know those idiot trolls, they'll call. So let me call you on my laptop, Lantern. Well, I'm sorry that I missed your call, Lantern. Hang on, buddy. I'll give you a call. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here, man. Oh, yep, there it is. One missed call from Lord Lantern. And it was at 5:01. All right, here we go.
Okay. 1 second. All right.
Yo!
Yo!
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Hey, Lantern. Ha ha ha!
Huh?
Lantern, your laugh is fucking hilarious. All right, Lantern, I got a question for you. Bo Sheamus. Now, I didn't know about this, all right? Bo Sheamus filled me in. I had no idea this was a thing, but Bo Sheamus said, you know how Visions got you the belly button fanny pack?
Yeah.
Bo Sheamus said he's excited because Visions sent you something else.
Yeah.
And you're going to reveal it on camera tonight.
Yeah.
I'm excited, buddy. I didn't know this was a thing. I mean, I knew about the belly button fanny pack, you know, because, I mean, you love your fucking belly buttons.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Now, don't say anything. Don't say anything, because I don't want you ruining it for me or for the rest of the fans.
Yeah.
But, Lantern, just answer me one question.
Okay.
Does it out-top the belly button fanny pack, or is it just as good as the belly button fanny pack?
Is it on top?
What?
On top.
It tops it? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. All right. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh my God. All right.
Yeah.
It out-tops the fucking fanny pack. Well, I mean, would you expect anything less from Lord Visions? No.
Yeah.
He is quite a creative person. Oh, hey, Lantern, check it out. I finally put it in a frame. Check it out, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
You like it?
Huh?
You like it?
I'm about to try on YouTube.
Oh, well, you don't even know what the fuck I'm pointing at, Lantern.
Yeah, it's behind on YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, basically, I was pointing to the portrait that Visions.
Yeah.
The portrait that he painted. I finally got off my ass. I was being lazy, and I didn't put this, and this in frames until today. And I was like, Fears, you're already going to go grocery shopping today because you grocery shop once a week. Just fucking buy some frames and put them in frames. So either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to hang them up on the wall. And then when I get them on the wall, I'll pull up my laptop and I'll show everybody where I put them up in the old apartment. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Lantern, be honest with me.
Huh?
Have you put my autograph in a frame and is it on the wall?
Not yet.
Not yet? What the fuck, Randall? Unbelievable.
Randall, I'm not Randall.
You are Randall. That's a Lantern. That is a Randall move. That's a Randall move.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call you Randall until you get it on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, Lantern. I'm joking. Dude, try to get that up, man. I want to see a picture of you enjoying my autograph and throw it on the fucking wall, man.
Yeah.
You got to get on it. Lantern, how's your day been, by the way, buddy? Is it good?
Yeah, how about yours?
Pretty good. I got a lot of errands done. I got a bunch of projects done. I'm slowly but surely taking down all my Christmas stuff. It's almost all gone. And I'm going to probably take... I've just been lazy, and I left it up. Normally, the Fierce tradition is to leave up all the Christmas stuff until February. But I had a lot of shows and conventions and shit to go to in February. So it should have already been down. But now I'm going to finally take it all down. So I'm going to put some of the takedown in the vlog coming up. So yeah. So what'd you do today? Did you hit up the mall?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you buy anything at the mall?
Not really.
Did you shit your ass off?
Yep.
Nice. All right, Lantern. Well, probably after dinner sometime. You said you're going live at 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 9:30, 10ish. Well, sometime after 10, I'll be in there because I know you listen to music for an hour.
Yeah.
So if you start at 10, I'll probably roll in, 11:30, 11:45, maybe 12ish, something like that. Yeah. And I'm going to eat first and watch a movie, and then I'll I'll get in there with the guys, and then if I miss it, re-show me what Vision's got for you. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Lantern.
Hey.
Your fucking laugh is great, buddy. All right, man. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye. This fucking laugh is great. Lantern's laugh is fucking hilarious. Oh, my God. Fucking great. Oh, my Lord. Well, he's excited. Like you, Bo Seamus. He's excited. I'm excited. This is going to be some good stuff. All right, let's continue on with this. So, the last blockbuster, 10 out of 10. I'm going to put good documentary. Good doc. Lots of fan interaction. Lots of cool employee stories. And then very cool celebrity cameos. Celebrity cameos. All right. There we are. Oh, wait. Let me catch up with the chat here. Oh my God. Let's see here. Next is top 10 dark green item. Oh, there you go, Visions. Bo Seamus says, this top 10 makes me sad we didn't do top 10 pink things for Valentine's Day. That's right. I should have did that. Next time, my friend. Next time. Let's see. I'm looking through the IMDb right now. Even Lloyd Kaufman is in there. There you go. But Visions, what is that guy's name? What is this? What's this celebrity's name right here? That guy. I've seen him in a lot of movies. That guy. He smokes a lot of weed. He's a big comedian. He's in The Big Bang Theory. He plays Bert, the boring geologist. I just cannot fucking remember that guy's. What the fuck is his name? Kevin Smith, Doug Benson, Jamie Kennedy, Paul Schaefer, Adam Brody. That's another actor. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later. I know his face. I just cannot fucking remember his name. But he's such a cool actor, such a cool comedian, you know? So, yeah. Let's see here. That's cool that Lloyd Kaufman's in it. So, well, now I know you're definitely going to watch it, Visions. I'm telling you, it's a great documentary. You got to fucking check it out. Let me know if you check it out, Visions. Lantern says, you didn't answer your disc call. I did, Lantern. I just didn't answer it when you called me. Because I was doing a show. But I apologize. Visions goes, shunk! That's right. That's right. Bo Seamus says, hey, Fierce, guess what? I'm excited. I know you are. That's the third excitement. I hear you. Quit the yawning. I know, I'm tired. Let's see. Vision says Brian Potion. Hopefully that's how you say his last name. Or something like that. LOL. Okay. I know he's a big-time comedian. It's a good documentary. I'm telling you, Visions, you're going to love it. I loved every waking moment of that fucking documentary. It was really good. I can't wait to get it signed by Nancy. I think her name, I'm sorry, not Nancy, Sandy. Her name's Sandy. Sandy, the owner, tomorrow. I'm probably going to go back really early in the morning and get it signed. So, yeah. All right, Speed 2. I'm going to give it, there's a lot of action. Nothing will top Speed 1. Speed 1, definitely a 10 out of 10. Speed 2, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It wasn't the worst sequel, but it wasn't the best. But it had a lot of action, very cool things. Almost the entire cast came back from part 1. The only person that didn't come back was Keanu Reeves. But that lady that got stuck in the elevator in the very first scene where he's like, come on, give me your hand. It's going to fall. No, I can't. And then he's like, come on. That lady came back. The black guy came back where he's like, oh, you broke my door. And he's like, whoa, shit. And then he jumps. And he's like, whoa, shit. That guy that crashes into the fucking water thing, he comes back. A couple of people from the bus come back. So Keanu Reeves is the only one that didn't come back. I wonder why. Because he's great in the first one. So yeah. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. My 2 favorite scenes is when at the end of the film where the cruise liner crashes into the dock, go past the dock, it goes on land and crashes through a fucking town to make it stop. So the big crash scene at the end. And then when Sandra Bullock takes down the villain and punches him in the face, and that villain was portrayed by William Dafoe. I think that's the first time he ever played like a villain on film, I think. And he looks super young in it. So William Dafoe, the guy that was in the vampire movie I just saw, and he's been in Spider-Man. He's been in what has he not been in? You know, he's been in a shitload of things. So Sandra Bullock, aka Annie Porter, that's the character. So Annie takes down the villain. Good action. Good action adventure film. It's an action adventure comedy. Just like number 1. Number 1, it is a comedy, but it's an action adventure thrill seeker type of thing. So, good action adventure thriller comedy. I'm trying to think. What else? I think that's about it. Since I just did this, I'm gonna rate the making of it because I looked it up. My movie app considered the making of a movie. The making of was like 35 minutes, and they considered it a film. So I added it to my movie app. So yeah, making of Speed 2. Lots of behind the scenes. Outtakes of the cast. Cast and crew interviews. Let's see. Cast and crew interviews, outtakes, lots of behind the scenes. Oh, and then they showed how they made all the sets. So, making of the sets. Because I love all that behind the scenes shit. Sometimes, like, before, like, I just got this. I'll probably watch all the bonus features first. So, all of this triangle, is all bonus features. I'll probably watch all this before I watch the actual film. Because I love movie making, and I love all the behind the scenes shit. So yeah. So making of the sets. I'm gonna give the documentary of the making of. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. All right. All right. Brian Posehn is how you pronounce it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Visions. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's so hard for fears to pronounce words. Like, the weirder the fucking word is, the harder it is. Like, nas for... Hang on. Where did I put it? Nas... Where the fuck did I put it? Oh, I think I put it away. But, like, I didn't know how to say that. Nas for... Hang on, let me look it up. I pretty much know how to say it. Hang on. I don't want to fucking goof it on camera. Nosferatu. Nosferatu. I didn't know how to say that for fucking decades. Then I finally looked it up on Google. Not YouTube, Google. And I was like, oh, that's how you say it. Nosferatu. Nosferatu. Oh my god, the trolls gave me fucking so much shit over that. They're like, you don't know how to read, Fears. You don't know how to fucking read. I'm like, you're an idiot. I know how to fucking read. It's just a hard word to pronounce. Did I ever say that I didn't know how to read? I'm like, no. I'm like, that never came out of my lips ever in a million years. Oh, they gave me so much shit for that one. Oh, God. No worries. It's an odd one. It is an odd one. It's an odd one. All right. Let's see. What's next? I did this. I did that. Out of these two, I'm probably going to watch this first. Then Red One. I love my Christmas movies. But the reason why I got that, it's got fucking Chris Evans in it. He is by far the greatest person ever to portray Captain America. There's been other people, and nothing against their performances. He did a great job as Captain America. I can't believe he stepped down. Well, he didn't really step down. Steve Rogers became old, and then he married that love of his life from Captain America 1. And then his character dies. So he didn't really stop being Captain America. They just killed his character off, but... Dude, I wish they wouldn't have. Now they've got that black guy playing Captain America. Nothing against him. I haven't seen his performance yet because I haven't seen this yet. It's the Marvel Studios, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So he plays the Winter Soldier in this, but he also starts being Captain America in this too. That's why they've got the shield in the background. I started watching... Oh, look, there it is. There it is. So he starts being... He's both. He's the Falcon and he's Captain America. I started watching episode 1 and then either I bought something else. Oh, yeah. I was starting on this and then I got this and I got all the other movies that I just got from Barnes & Noble. So I put this on hold, but I'm going to get back to this because I can't fucking wait to watch this. So, yeah. Yep. So many movies, so little time. So, tonight's watches, I'm going to finally get back to Okra. And then I think I started this movie and I didn't finish it. So, Okra and 90 Minutes in Heaven. So these are my two watches for tonight. So. There we are. Alrighty. Bam! Sex tape. There it is. Sex tape. Oh! And I'll be honest. Cameron Diaz, if you're going to have sex with anybody, she's fucking hot. She is beyond belief fucking hot. Check out those boobies. Oh! She's got some nice brown eyes. I'm loving the blonde. Well, blondish brown hair. It's not all blonde. I like the blondish brown, you know. So, yeah. All right, so sex tape. Wait. I reviewed this. Yeah, that's all of them. Sex Tape, it came out a couple years ago. Lots of bonus features. So the bonus features are good. So, good amount of bonus features. Good amount of bonus. Very funny. It is a comedy, but it's a tiny bit of a romantic comedy. But most of it is just fucking hilarious. Lots of nudity, boobies. I like my boobies. And fucking hilarious shenanigans. So yeah. So I'm going to even put down very, very funny. So very, very funny. A bit of romance. A bit of romance. But it's just like a straight up romantic comedy, but more comedy than romance. So yeah. I'm going to give it, it wasn't the best comedy I watched, but it wasn't the worst. It was just like a feel good kind of, feel good. It's just a go get 'em feel good comedy. Like if it was raining on a Saturday afternoon, you would watch it. So I'm going to give it an 8.5. 8.5. Great comedians are in it. Good comedy. Good boobies. Good acting. Plus, Jason Segel is fucking hilarious. He was hilarious in 40-Year-Old Virgin. He's funny in all those other movies that he films with Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen. He was funny in the one that I just reviewed for you guys where all those celebrities are hanging out at a party, and I think it's called This Is the End, and if they don't redeem themselves and go to heaven, then they'll go to hell because it's the end of the world. And it's James Franco, Jason Segel, and all those guys in James Franco's like $1 Million Mansion. He was fucking hilarious in that. I've never heard of it until I bought this at the Blockbuster Experience. It was just sitting there, and I was like, I gotta buy something at the Blockbuster Experience like the good old days. And I went, oh yeah, I'm getting this. I also got Visions. Have you ever seen this? I got this at the Blockbuster Experience. I've never heard of this. Screamfest presents Outpost Black Sun. And it's like World War II, and it's Nazi zombies. Because they have I didn't know it had Nazis in it because I don't like Nazis, and the trolls have called me a Nazi ever since I've been on the internet. It's kind of died down now, thank God. And the reason why I got my nickname as a Nazi is because for a while I was taking down everyone's. I was timing everybody out. I was taking everyone's comments down. I was taking videos down. I was taking channels down. I haven't had to take a video or a channel down in quite a long time. I only did it when I had to. Knock on wood. But I've never seen this. It says the year is 1945. The closing stages of World War II in Germany. Working on a frightening new technology that has the power to create an army of zombie army for the Nazis. Flash forward to present day, and a task force is deployed to Eastern Europe where a sinister enemy is mercifully killing everyone in its path. But this is no ordinary foe. It is a superhuman army of zombie Nazi stormtroopers. Overwhelming odds come over Americans. Will they take down this army? I've never heard of this, but it sounds ridiculous. Sounds ridiculous. Sounds like those shit garbage horror movies that I love. Never heard of it, never seen it. That's why I grabbed it, because I was like, that's a zombie movie. But not only is it a zombie movie, they're going to be killing Nazi zombies. So Americans are going to be killing Nazi zombies. Hell yeah, because Nazis, they can kiss Fierce's ass, and they deserve to fucking die. Nazis deserve to fucking die. So hell yeah. So I'll watch this at some point. Alright, back to this. So, good amount of bonus content. Very, very funny. A bit of romance, 8.5. Good comedians in the film. Good comedy. Good boobies. Good acting. And essentially what it's about a couple. They used to have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of sex when they just got married before kids. Now that they have 2 kids, kind of the love life is spiraling down. And his wife decides, well, I've got kind of a crazy idea. Nobody has to know about it. And he's like, okay, what's the idea? And she's like, well, why don't we do something to spice up the love life? And he's like, okay, what do you got in mind? And she's like, well, how about we just fuck for like 3 hours and make a sex tape while we're fucking, and then we'll watch it back. And he's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. And this guy works like for a big technology company, so he's always like sending everybody his like playlist of music, and he's always like selling people iPads and stuff. And he uses this app called Frankenstein Sync Up, where he syncs all of his playlists and all of the programs that he uses on his iPad. And he puts all that information on other people's iPads, and then he sells it to them. And he forgets to delete the sex tape on the iPad. And then for every iPod that he gave out, now everyone's got a copy of his wife and his sex tape. So him and her have to run around and grab every iPad and either delete it off the fucking iPad or destroy the iPad. And I'm not going to tell you guys how it ends, but it's a fucking hilarious movie, and it's a hilarious ending. So I'm going to put down good ending. Good ending. Okay. There we are. All right. Oh, God. Well, I think that's a good place to stop. I keep pushing back the Disney stuff. Tomorrow, when I stream, I'm going to do that topic right off the bat, because I am getting hungry. Yeah. So, I'm going to eat and watch some movies and do a little editing. I may upload a video tonight. I'm almost done editing some. I want to get all that shit done before I go and, bam, hang out on Lantern's show. So Lantern will be streaming sometime after 10 o'clock, because he said he's going to start around 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish. And so I'm like, because I called him the night before. I said, hey, Lantern, when are you, excuse me, he said, I said, when are you starting on Thursday? And he said, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, that's what's up. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. So, let's just close this. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I love hanging out with the fans. By the way, one more thing before I go. Walter said that he shipped out my fan mail today. He said he tried to do it yesterday, and his direct message was, let me pull it up. I think he said, like, for some reason the post office were being like bitches yesterday, and they wouldn't let him send it yesterday for some fucking reason. And I was like, well, that sucks. And he goes, oh, don't worry, Fear. He goes, I got up early this morning before I went off to work and did my day. They let me mail it off today. And I was like, well, that's cool. So Walter said, hang on, let me pull it up. I'm tired. I may take a nap before I come in. So Walter said, post office was being dicks today, so I'm going to send it out tomorrow. Okay, so he called him a dick. They do that shit sometimes with me. I'll send out like all my, like all my Christmas cards like to my mom, or I'll send out like the birthday cards or whatever like to my family. Oh no, you can't send it today. And I'm like, why? It's got a stamp on it. No, not today. Tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, but why? And 10 times out of 12, they don't give you a fucking reason. No, we've spoken. You can't send it out today. And I'm like, fuck you. I can send it out. They always have some bullshit, reason. Oh yeah, you can't send it out today because of And I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't even want to fucking argue with these idiots that work at the post office, but I'm like, whatever. So, Walter, I've been there, my friend. And the package that he sent, it's big, but it's not like fucking tall as a fucking building or some shit. It's a big package. So, Walter, thank you in advance. I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate any fan that sends me anything. But sometimes, like when I've mailed stuff to my mom in boxes, they're like, oh, that's too big. We can't do it today. Do it tomorrow. Bring it tomorrow. And I'm like, whatever. He sent me a picture of the box. It's big, but it's not going like fucking ape shit. So I can't remember what I wrote. I'll have to check it later. I wrote Walt. I said, oh man, that sucks. Why wouldn't they let you? And he's like, oh, don't ask, Fears. And I was like, that's so annoying. He goes, oh yeah, it's annoying, Fears. I was like, it's not even that big of a box, but I'm like, whatever, dude. I did thank him. I said, hey, thanks a lot in advance. And he said, are you going to film the unboxing in a video? I said, oh no. I said, sometimes I do a video. I said, I want to get it out super quick. So I'm going to film it in a live stream as soon as I get it. And he was like, oh, thanks, buddy. And I was like, hey, no worries, man. So big shout out to all the fans, especially Walter for sending me any fan mail. Like I said, if you send me some fan mail, I don't care. Send me whatever, within reason. No blood, no urine, no body parts. Keep it chill. But within reason, I'll pretty much unbox anything, and I'll read any fan letter. So be sure to send that fan mail. I love you guys. Oh yeah. Vision says, Fears, I'll see you later. Yes, you will, buddy. I'll see you then. All right. Time to end the show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to moi. FearsMan26 is the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Subscribe to the myth, the man, the legend that is the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer number fucking 22 on Twitch. I'm going to have Sega back on the channel very, 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 very soon. Subscribe to Heroes and Villains Collectibles. I haven't gave him a plug in a while. Heroes and Villains Collectibles on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter. That's right. And last, but certainly not least, follow Fangirl Kate. I haven't gave her a plug in a while, so there you are. All right. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.